Alright. 11 saves. I'm pretty sure there are, like, people who've beaten this game in an hour or less than 3 hours. And they're like, yelling at the screen at me like, no! You fail! Well, keep in mind, I'm slowing down to properly explain everything. Like, I wouldn't be reading through the text on a normal playthrough. But that also reminds me, in order to get all the costumes, I believe you have to beat the game in less than 3 hours. Which with Jill is very, very easy. It's, yeah, it's just way too easy with Jill. Chris, a lot harder. But I don't think you actually need to do it with Chris, or do you? I can't remember. It would require a lot of planning to do it with Chris. Anyway, this room is where we get the nitro, as I'm sure you noticed earlier, but we can also unlock these doors. Pull on the lever. Anyway, unlock this, and man, that sounded exactly like a sound effect taken from Resident Evil 2. So now we're entering this basement area, which I believe they mentioned was the prison. And guess who we find?
Chris?
Jill.
Chris, Wesker's the...
I know. I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
So yeah, that's who we're rescuing, Jill. And I believe I didn't complete my thought earlier about Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or maybe I did and I just don't remember it. But what Chris said was he's been fighting a bunch of bio creatures for so many years. He would have been crazy not to wake up. But yeah, we're rescuing Jill, who was apparently captured by Albert Wesker. So it turns out Wesker's the bad guy. Dun dun dun! It looks like a refueling device. Set the capsule into place. You got the fuel supply capsule. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. So this is where you have to do the slow creep walk. If people aren't aware, in these old Resident Evil games, and actually still in the current Resident Evil games, you have a button to run. If you don't press it, you will simply walk. And the one thing that's always annoying me is, as bad as running is, wouldn't gunshots be worse? Because that's a very strong, just very sudden pull on the body. So I would think that would be even worse to be doing when you're holding a case of nitroglycerin. But yeah, this is all we have to do. We have to carry it all the way to that place where we took the capsule to begin with. And this is also why I killed those 2 chimeras when I was there. Because if you don't, they are a huge problem. Anyway, go slow. I can understand the idea behind putting this in a horror game. It's just that it's such bullshit at the same time. Like, they actually don't warn you that running could kill you until you get the capsule. So it's like, oh shit, what do I do now? I didn't know about this, so I didn't fucking kill them all. Anyway, set the capsule back into place. And now the place has power. Now we have to go back into that room of infinitely spawning chimeras and just run through it. And oh my god. Man, I am so lucky that guy didn't come up earlier. I would have been screwed. Alright, move on. Oh! Oh crap. I almost got my head chopped off. Well, actually, oh, I actually never showed that. Well, it's a good thing I didn't show that. That a hunter can actually, if you're weak enough and they do a jumping attack on you, they can basically chop your head off. Anyway, now there is power going to the elevator. And apparently this disturbs the chimeras. So yeah, actually we're almost finished. And I'm gonna go back into the save room. Man, this is kind of a short period. I've been saving a lot during this last bit of recording because well, a lot of things can happen that can screw you up here. So at this point, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna save because Tyrant isn't the cheapest enemy in the game, but he can be cheap. Actually, no, in the remake, he's the cheapest enemy in the game. Put away my shotgun. I bet you wouldn't hear. I bet you didn't bet I'd say that again. Let's see, and 2 health items. Alright. And this is where I use my magnum, baby. But, oh, wait. And I'm going to save. One last time. This is probably the last time I'm ever going to save. I might save if I fuck up at the end and accidentally get one of my characters killed. This is where I'm going to load it from, though. Because the thing is, even if you prepare with the mode disc and everything, you can still get a kind of bad ending if you let one of the characters who are helping you get killed. And it actually has happened when I just didn't have enough ammo in my revolver. Anyway. The elevator is working.
Chris!
Rebecca!
How the fuck did she get in here?
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Why the hell didn't she do that from the beginning? I mean, if you think about it, it's basically team policy to stick together. I could understand at the beginning when she was taking care of Richard, but after he was dead, why didn't she stick with him? Is there any interaction between? Oh God, no! Fuck! I wanted to see if I could talk to Rebecca. But I fuck. Yeah, she doesn't stick with you at all. Oh my God, I've got to go back there. I don't think she'll use her magical teleportation powers to go back up. Oh shit. So yeah, she's just been standing there going, what the fuck are you doing? Alright. I'm ready for anything.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of STARS.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you. The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Wesker!
Whew! You know he did.
Come on, you test tube freak.
I don't see much of the benefit in having a completely exposed heart. Isn't that why we have ribcage? Isn't that why we have rib cages, so that our hearts are protected? Machine used to compile experimental data. What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Observation note. The discovery of the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitive virus. I am fucking mispronouncing that like crazy. The prototype parasite, which we had delivered from a laboratory in France, was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery. But now everything becomes clear to me. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated. Evolved to be a more appropriate word to describe it. This observation gave me more insight in my research. Through further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the BOW's history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. I can't remember whether that was added in this version or not. That would make a lot of sense, because that would then create a kind of full circle thing, because then I would basically complete the continuity in this game. The electronic lock on that one door has been released. Yeah, but Alexia is actually, I think in this, I think at the time of writing that she was like 10 years old. Something like that.
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Wouldn't Wesker know she's wearing a bulletproof vest? I mean, he organized the STARS, didn't he?